Hello, everyone. I just wanted to come on here just to share some of the insight, some of the wisdom, and the messages that have come through for me as of recently. This past week and the past few days, especially, have been overwhelming is an understatement. And I am really, really fragile at the moment, but I still feel I have a lot to share and that needs to be heard. And a lot of messages, a lot of insight, a lot of wisdom has come through, which always does come through. All of the hardships, the obstacles that we face, and the some of the worst things that happen to us will always give us the most profound lessons and profound transformations in our life. So yesterday was the anniversary of my friend's death, Caroline. Caroline was my best friend, and her death happened on the 9th of the 11th. And this day, I really set my intentions to connect with her and to just respect Caroline and honor her. And I prayed and I prayed and I told Caroline to tell me, to show me anything that she needs from me to help her child, to help her partner, her mother, to help humanity, because Caroline was such a healer, such a shaman. Her goal was to help uplift the world. She had so much light. And actually, before she died, I had this dream where I saw that she had too much light, for that this world could not handle how much light she had to share, and she had to transcend to somewhere that could manage and that did resonate with the amount of light she had to share. On the 9th of the 11th, which was yesterday, I was doing some yoga and really trying to release my energies and just trying to get into a peaceful place. And I was in a really beautiful place, in such a beautiful open place that so much insight was coming through. And I was telling my friend Charlene that the best way to describe how I was is, there is a meme of a guy with a whiteboard and he looks like he's so crazily drawing all of these mathematical calculations and pointing at this and that. That was me at that time. I was just, so much insight was coming through, and like a crazy woman, I was just writing all of this stuff down. So some of this insight that came through was about the number 911. I very highly believe in the codes of this universe, and the numbers really have a lot to tell us. They are messengers. 911 is a day that one of the greatest tragedies on earth happened. And it really just made me think about all of these tragedies happening at the moment. There's all this stuff going on in Palestine and Gaza, and not just that, there's always tragedies happening, but 911 is known. It's famous for such a massive tragedy. And then I thought about the number 9, and the number 9 is the number of the light workers. And Caroline, I have seen in many different aspects of time to be a light worker, a healer. 9 is also a number of completion, of letting go, of releasing, of completing a cycle and allowing a new beginning to take forth. And I really heard in this divine channel that I was hearing a lot of insight coming through. What I kept hearing was that Caroline was called to home. And I really believe that many beautiful angelic souls have been called to home. Who knows, maybe that is what has happened with the 9/11 and with this thing going on in Palestine and Gaza. Maybe these souls are actually too beautiful for this earth. And as I was hearing all of this insight coming through about 911, this is the number 9, and number 11 is about manifestation. It is about really being mindful of your thoughts and the energy that you are tuned into. It really does make sense. And I just want to share this because we are going to be leading into the 11th of the 11th tomorrow. It will be another portal. We're moving into an energy of a portal where even now, if you're sensitive, you will feel this powerful energy where it is like not a void, but just the veil is very thin. So we're leading to this portal on the 11th of the 11th where we can really tap into some of the highest frequencies. We can also tap into the opposite of that. So we really need to be mindful of the thoughts that we're thinking and the energy and the feelings that we are tapped into. So right now, more than ever, it's really important to just feel good and feel better and do whatever you need to feel good. In this time where all of this insight was coming through about my friend Caroline, I was really not okay. I felt my soul disconnecting from my body, and I was so scared that I couldn't get back into my body. And thank God for my beautiful friend Charlene, who came and she helped me meditate, and we did yoga again together, and we grounded, we danced, we listened to music. And the insights that came through for both of us is that it's really important to, when you're going through a really hard time and you're very overwhelmed, it's really important to move your energy in any way that you can. Breath work, meditation, walking, dancing to music, even just silencing your mind. It's really important to not keep talking and thinking so much. Talk if you know you're just releasing. It's helping you to let it out. But it is really important to just allow the silence to just clear away and allow yourself to recalibrate. So that is something that me and my friend Charlene just keep saying is, in this time, it's so important to think less and feel more. And it's okay if you're feeling really heavy or anything uncomfortable. It's actually okay. You just have to allow yourself to feel that and process that. And movement will really help you do that. Cleansing yourself with water, having a bath, going into the ocean, grounding yourself in nature. These things really help. But it's also normal if you're doing all of these things, which I have been for the past 2 days, all of these self-care, nurturing, nourishing things for my body, mind, and soul. And if you've gone through something really difficult, it's okay if you're not feeling okay, because there is so much still to release, and you need to grieve, and you need to allow yourself to feel all of these hard things, and they're being cleared out of your system. And I just want to share these messages that have come through for me, because I want you to know how much of a sensitive time it is right now in the spiritual, energetic realms. The veil is very thin and it's very powerful, and we can tap into the most beautiful divine energy. And the new moon is coming up very soon on the 13th in Libra, the divine balance of our masculine, feminine energies, which is what we need to also think about in this time, is how are we doing that for ourselves? How are we doing these feminine things, as doing things, feeling into our emotions and doing things to tap into our feminine, emotional, intuitive senses, but also taking that divine masculine action and having some structure and stability and creating a routine for ourselves, actually taking actions to make sure that we are feeling good and aligned. And it's just so divinely placed. Today's the 10th, and then tomorrow is the 11th, where this portal will open, and it will continue to be open as we move into this new moon on the 13th. And on the 13th is when it will be a really powerful time for us to set new intentions for what we want, what we really want for ourselves and for our future. So use this time now to meditate and to really clarify, allow these thoughts to come through and clarify your life and your potential, and are you really in the place you want to be? And if you're not, it's okay. Continue to be grateful for where you're at, because this is a transition. This is a transition as we move into a new beginning. But make sure you really pay attention to what you're focused on, and is that of your highest good.